DeLarber Concrete and Hauling is your go-to provider for concrete and hauling.
Test.
Flat work,
Test.
pole barn floors, driveways, and patios. Services for stone, mulch, and dirt. Call Josh for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. This Fairview Apaches broadcast is proudly sponsored by the Fairview Athletic Boosters, supporting our student athletes every step of the way. From the field to the classroom, we're proud of everything these young men and women achieve. Good luck to the Apaches in tonight's game. Your community is behind you all the way. Go Apaches. Craving a cool treat or a hot bite? Head to Apache Dairy Bar in Sherwood, Ohio. From soft serve ice cream and sundaes to burgers, chili dogs, tacos, and more. There's something for everyone. Swing by for outdoor seating or curbside pickup. Apache Dairy Bar, where every bite hits the spot. Located in Sherwood, Ohio on Route US 127. Give them a call today at 419-899-2444. A special shout out to Dan Hash for sponsoring this broadcast. A strong supporter of Fairview. Go Apaches. Tonight's Fairview Apaches regional final broadcast is brought to you by the Kuhn brothers, Levi and Luke, former Fairview baseball players and lifelong supporters of Apache athletics. They know what it means to wear the black and gold, and they're proud of everything this year's team has accomplished. From Kuhn Truck and RV Service Center and Crystal Fountain Park, the Kuhn brothers are proud to support our hometown heroes. Let's go Apaches.
Baden Stevens Body Shop is your #1 voted auto body shop in Northwest Ohio. We are your experts on all makes and models and are the only Chrysler, Ford, and GM certified collision repair center in the area. Located in Jewel, Ohio. Give us a call today at 419-497-3111 to schedule your free estimate. Come check out Baden Stevens Body Shop difference.
Check out Tenora Rams Live. Live events broadcast on YouTube and post-game results, articles, schedules, and more can all be found on tenorarams.com. Feel free to look up their Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages as well. Northwest Ohio Sports is the place for sports rankings, news, scores, podcasts, and more for area athletics. Check them out at Northwest Ohio Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
The following is a special presentation of Tenora Rams Sports Live. With all the action in tonight's matchup, here's Keith Brown.
Well, actually, it's a presentation of NWO Sports Live. That's the only opening that I had. Welcome to the Division 6 Regional Finals. Coming up live here from Newton High School in Pleasant Hill, Ohio. It's the Fort Recovery Indians versus the Fairview Apaches. Upcoming here on NWO Sports Radio. Today's first pitch is set for 5 p.m. At stake today, a trip to the OHSAA State Final Four in Akron next weekend. Welcome to the Kuhn Truck and RV Brothers Service Center pregame show brought to you by the Kuhn Brothers, Levi and Luke, located at 201 Harrison Street in Sherwood. You can get a hold of them Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give them a call, 419-899-4040. Check them out on Facebook or their website, truckandrv.com. So thank you to the Kuhn Brothers for being the pregame sponsor here today on our pregame show. We said the winner of this game will play next Saturday, June 14th at 10 a.m. in Akron. That's a 10-day break almost for the winner for today. Fairview comes in from the GMC, the Green Meadows Conference, located in Northwest Ohio, while the Indians from Fort Recovery coming from the MAC, the Midwest Athletic Conference. Tonight, it's the Battle of the Tribes. Fairview winners at 27-3. They finished third in the GMC at 5-2. The Apaches have won 7 straight coming in, and they have a school record 27 wins, which broke a record dating all the way back to 1959. Fort Recovery comes in with a 19-8 record. They were 4-5 in the MAC. They are winners of 5 straight. How did the teams get here? Fairview was the number 2 seed in the Napoleon District. They defeated GMC foe Hicksville to get things started 8-0 in the sectionals. The Apaches followed that up with a district semifinal win over the number 1 seeded Wayne Trace Raiders last Thursday. Wayne Trace defeated Fairview earlier in the season. That was a 10-2 Apache win. Fairview then defeated the number 3 seed Lincoln View Lancers in the district finals on Saturday by a score of 3-1. And in yesterday's comeback thrilling win, the Apaches with a 5-run sixth rallied and held off. What an exciting ending that was, and defeated the Cincinnati Country Day Nighthawks 6-4 to advance to today. Fairview started the season as the Ohio Prep Baseball number 6 team in the preseason. They wound up in the final poll as the number 4 team in the Prep Ohio Baseball poll. This marks the first regional appearance for Fairview in 17 years, dating all the way back to 2008. Fort Recovery Indians were the number 2 seed in the Southwest 3 district. They started their journey defeating the number 9 Twins South Valley 10-0 in the district semifinals, then defeated the 6-seeded Legacy Christian Academy in the district finals by a score of 2-1. That was a 9-inning extra inning win. And yesterday they defeated Summit Country Day 6-2 here in the regional semifinals to get to today. Fort Recovery started the season as the number 15 team in the Ohio Prep Baseball preseason rankings, and they ended the season as the 14th seed, or 14th team in the PBR Ohio rankings. Looking at the Fairview Apaches, come in with a .383 average. Fairview's averaging just under 10 runs a game at 9.9, team ERA of 1.96. Zane Timbrook, Jesse Coolman, Cash King, Eli Meyer, Carter Hill, and Cole Mack are your seniors. At the plate, Elijah Aaron, who just broke Jeff Beverly's single-season record. That did all the way back to 1988. Jeff was just a year over me in high school to date myself. But he had to set the record, 53 hits. He now has 55, I believe, with 2 hits yesterday, 2 home runs and 34 RBIs by Elijah Aaron. Also has 11 stolen bases. Freshman Anthony Singer hitting .435 with a homer, 34 RBIs. Drayton Grinnell Dennis comes in with a .351 average with 2 home runs and 27 RBIs. Cole Mack, .351 average, 22 RBIs with 8 stolen bases. And sophomore Logan Olinger, .288 average with 22 RBIs, the slick fielding shortstop for Coach Singer's Apaches. On the hill, today we'll see Cole Mack. Cole 7-2 with an ERA of 1.92, 58 1/3 innings pitched. And Cole last pitched Saturday in that win. Elijah Aaron got the win yesterday, 7-0 on the hill, ERA of 1.89. And Anthony Singer, 7-1 as a freshman, ERA of .71. And another freshman, Shady Fritsch, is hitting .451, 21 RBIs, and 29 stolen bases for the freshman. Looking at the Indians from Fort Recovery, they have a team average of .285, and they are averaging 7.5 runs a game, a team ERA of 2.85. At the plate, Caden Greasy's second team all-conference in the MAC, hitting .316, 2 home runs, 28 RBIs, and 12 stolen bases for Greasy's. And Alec Gerke, second team All-MAC selection, hitting .360 with a homer, 27 RBIs, and a stolen base. Mason Diller, first team All-MAC, hitting .320, 2 homers, 25 RBIs, stolen bases. Reese Wendell, honorable mention All-MAC, hitting .268 with a homer, 12 RBIs, and 18 stolen bases. Fairview is coached by Andy Singer. 22 seasons for Coach Singer, 370 wins, 176 losses. Started his coaching career at Fairview back in 2003. 69% winning percentage for Coach Singer. Assisted by Tony Singer, Wes Hall, Dave Marshall, Howard Aaron. JV coaches Chase Singer. He's assisted by Braxton Singer and Daryl Rock. Superintendent Steve Arnold at North Central Local Schools. The principal at Fairview High Schools is Tim Brayman. Athletic director, Mr. Paul Yunker, just retired. Enjoy your retirement, Paul. Talked to Paul yesterday for a few moments. Scott Highland is the current athletic director. The trainer is Bryson North. Official scorer, Mr. Dan Hash, does a fantastic job. Also runs the GMC site, which is our Bible for us broadcasters. GMC Green Meadows Conference colors are black, gold, and white, and obviously they are Division 6. Fort Recovery is coached by Kevin Iyink. His assistants are Ben Holman, Ben Will, and Ethan Shane. Principal at Fort Recovery is Ryan Steinbrunner. Athletic director is Amy Potcotter. Trainer is Jillian Schneider. Their colors are purple and white. They're from the MAC, the Midwest Athletic Conference. They are obviously Division 6 as well. So wherever you are, however you may be watching or listening, thanks to tuning into today's game. Coming up live here in WNWO Sports Radio, it's the Fort Recovery Indians are taking on the Fairview Apaches here in the Division 6 Regional Finals. Uniforms, Fairview in their traditional black tops with gray pants, a two-tone cap with a front part of gold with a black F, and the back part is all black. Their uniform numbers and lettering are all in gold. Fort Recovery will be the visiting team. They have a purple top with purple, white, and striped pants. The numbers are black with white outline, and the lettering is in all white. Your weather forecast, sun's been popping in and out as we set up here for the last hour or so, getting ready for the game, getting lineups and setting up equipment. It is 85 degrees, 42% humidity is kind of sticky here. There's a southwest wind at 14 miles an hour. That is blowing from center field to left field. So thanks for tuning in to the Kuhn Truck and RV Brothers Service Center pregame show brought to you by the Kuhn Brothers, Levi and Luke. Stop and see them in downtown Sherwood, 201 North Harrison Street in Sherwood. You can phone them 419-899-4040. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also, thanks to our other sponsors, the Apache Dairy Bar. Our scoreboard sponsor is DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. The Fairview Athletic Boosters, Mr. Dan Hash.
High school. Tonight's matchup is between the Recovery Indians and the Fairview Apaches. The umpires for this game are behind the plate, David McCartney. At first base, Kurt Shea. And at third base, Matt Johnson. Now let's meet today's teams. First, for the visiting Fort Recovery Indians. Starting with the reserves, number 00, Reese Lefevre. Number 5, Keegan Mullenkamp. Number 7, Hayden Seaframe. Number 8, Anthony Reisner. Number 15, Ian McCain. Number 16, Cody Klinke. Number 19, Garrett Diller. Number 23, Grant Fortcamp. Number 24, Dylan Klinke. Number 26, Jacob Foote. And number 77, Luke Fortcamp. And now for your starters. Leading off, number 99, center fielder Reese Wendell. Batting second, number 13, right fielder Mason Diller. Batting third, number 6, the third baseman Caden Greasy. Batting cleanup, number 44, your pitcher Alex Garkey. Batting fifth, number 55, the catcher Brody Hart. Batting sixth, number 10, first baseman Caden Homan. Batting seventh, number 9, left fielder Gavin Evers. Batting eighth, number 17, second baseman Austin Sechrist. And batting ninth, number 1, your shortstop Colson Post. Coached by Kevin Einig, assisted by Ben Holman and Ben Will. And now for the Fairview Apaches. Starting with the reserves. Number 1, Jonah Schillinger. Number 16, Cash King. Number 17, Eli Meyer. Number 18, Ethan Wonderly. Noah Schillinger. And your starters. Number 15, your shortstop, Elijah Aaron. Batting second, number 5, playing left field, Shady Fritz. Batting third, number 27, pitching, Cole Mack. Batting fourth, number 6, playing right field, Zane Timbrook. Batting fifth, number 24, playing first base, Drayden Grinnell Dennis. Batting sixth, number 34, playing third base, Anthony Singer. Batting seventh, number 14, the DH, Gavin Palladino. He's hitting for number 23, playing center, Garza. Hitting eighth, number 10, catching Jesse Kuhlman. And batting ninth, number 3, playing second base, Logan Ollinger. The Apaches are coached by Andy Singer and assisted by Tony Singer, Wes Hall, Howard Aaron, and David Marshall. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and join us as we honor America for those who serve to protect it, our national anthem. Performing this evening is a recording of the daughter of the home plate umpire, Riley McCartney.
What's so proudly we hail, earth is righteousness, whose was and bright stars through the heavens bright. For the ramparts we watch, they Spangled for the land of the free and the home of our brave.
Fantastic job by that young lady who was the daughter of the home plate umpire. Looking at the defensive alignment for the Apaches, Cole Mack is on the mound, the senior righty, 7-2. This will be his 11th appearance. 58 in the third innings. He's allowed 48 hits, 19 walks. He's had one complete game, 41 strikeouts, 26 runs, 16 earned runs, and Cole Mack has an ERA of 1.92. Behind the plate is Jesse Kuhlman at first base, Drayden Grinnell Dennis, Logan Ollinger at second. Shortstop, Elijah Aaron. The third baseman is Anthony Singer. The Apaches outfield, the freshman, Shady Fritz, is in left field. Gavin Garza in center. Zane Timbrook is in right. Everybody for joining us, whether you're listening on the radio app or you're listening on YouTube. Welcome to NWO Sports Radio. Is the district or the regional finals here. The winner goes on to X, and they will play not this Saturday, next Saturday. It's a long break for the winners, and the amount of games that the Apaches have, I don't know that they're allowed to schedule any additional games, and there's really no teams in the area playing other than Miller City, and I believe Montpelier is still alive. Looking at on the scoreboard, the visitors, Fort Recovery coming in at 19-8. Reese Wendell will lead off. And be in center field, Mason Diller batting second and right. Caden Greasy will be batting third at the hot corner at third, batting fourth. Alex Garkey will be on the mound. Brody Hart behind the plate in the sixth spot. Caden Holman in the seventh spot. Gavin Evers, ninth spot. Austin Sechrist, and the ninth spot is Colson Post. Matt fires. First pitch is a strike. We're underway here. 4:58, the first official pitch. It's 85 degrees here at Newton High School. 1-0, or the 0-1 pitch to Wendell is outside. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Mack gets a sign from Jesse Cole. Colmack winds it up. The senior righty fires, and it hits Wendell right in the back of the leg. So Wendell being hit by the pitch. Probably a little bit of nerves for both teams.
Number 13, Mason Diller.
I was nervous driving over here, and I broadcast 1,000 games. Wendell, 18 stolen bases on the season. Here was honorable mention, all conference in the MAC. Mason Diller, first teamer, steps in. First pitch to him is high, ball one. Diller, 320, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases for the senior. He bats from the right side. Runner at first, Wendell leads away. Decent lead over there. There he goes. He had a heck of a jump. He took off before Mack even released the pitch. Diller fouled it off, and had he just taken the pitch, Wendell was in there probably with not even a throw. Caden Greasy on deck for the visiting Fort Recovery Indians. We got a battle of the Indians and the Apaches here today. Mack from the set. 1-1 pitch, a swung on, towering pop. Mack calls for it, and he puts it away for out number 1. So first teamer Mason Diller is retired. Pop out to the pitcher. That's the first out of the contest. Greasy steps in. He was second team all MAC. He's hitting .316, 2 homers, 28 RBIs, and 12 stolen bases. He's the third baseman. He's going to bat from the right side. Wendell leads away at first. Matt comes set. Pitch. It's called a strike. The throw down is not in time. Wendell with a stolen base is 19th of the season. Heck of a jump by Wendell again. Pitch to Greasy was a strike. Caden Greasy's the senior third baseman. Runner leads away from second. Wendell. Mack looks back at him, comes set. 0-1 pitch. Fouled first base side, out of play. A nice crowd here. Both teams traveled well. Fort Recovery, about a 45-minute drive. And the Apaches, about 2 hour and 5-minute drive for me in the car. Bus drive, probably a little bit longer. Mack finally gets a sign from Kuhlman, comes set. Pitch to Greasy's inside, almost hit him. He had to step back out of the way. Count two Greasy's is 1-2. Runner at second, let off the game being hit by a pitch. Reese Wendell. 1-2 pitch coming. Greasy's. Line drive into right field for a base hit. Tim Brook up with it. Can't make a good throw. He bobbled it, so he just kind of ate it, then threw it into second base. So an RBI by Caden Greasy's. Scores Reese Wendell from second, and Fort Recovery on top early off the RBI single by Greasy's.
Now batting, number 44.
Greasy at first now has 12 stolen bases. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter. Second team all MAC, Alex Garkey. He will be on the mound today. Garkey, 360, a homer, 27 RBIs, and a stolen base. Matt comes set, looks at the runner. Pitch to Garkey is up and in, ball 1. Fort Recovery jumping out early, 1-0 here. Brody Hart on the on-deck circle for Fort Recovery. Greasy leads away. Pitch coming to Gerke is fouled straight back. Count evens at a ball and a strike. One out here in the top of the first inning, just underway. Fort Recovery with an RBI single from Caden Greasy's has a early 1-0 lead. They have a runner at first with one out. Alex Gerke at the plate with a 1-1 count. Mack looks over at the runner at first, comes set. Pitch to the plate. There goes the runner. Pitch is popped first base side. Dennis Grinnell has a play right by the fence in front of the dugout and puts it away for out number 2. Nice play by Drayton Grinnell Dennis with the strong winds, which we saw here yesterday, causing havoc on some of the fly balls. Grinnell Dennis did a good job of staying with it. Brody Hart will step in. The number 5 hitter will be behind the plate. He hitting .366 with 15 RBIs and 9 stolen bases. Runner at first is Greasy now with 2 outs. Caden Holman slides on to the on-deck circle for the Indians of Fort Recovery. First pitch by Mack, way outside off the glove of Kuhlman to the backstop it goes. Greasy's down to second on the wild pitch. So they have a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs and leading 1-0. You said Mack, probably a little bit of nerves and butterflies out there in the first inning. Once he gets back and dugout and sits down and comes back out for the second inning, he should be relaxed. Probably everybody's nervous in this contest initially. Pitch to Hart, up and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Hart, honorable mention all MAC conference this year. As a .366 average. That's from the right side of the plate. Matt gets a sign from Kuhlman. Long look in. Finally nods yes. Cole comes set. 2-0 pitch coming to Hart. Line drive single into left field. Fritsch up with it. They call a balk. Okay, they called a balk on that play. So the runner will advance to third. I was wondering why he was just jogging down to third. That was a line drive single for Hart. Coach Singer asked for time. He's going to go out and talk to Cole Mack. Likewise, Brody Hart goes down to talk to the third base coach, which would be the head coach. Kevin Iyink, which I'm probably butchering that name, but 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Fort Recovery. Coach Singer with a long conversation out there with Mack and his infield. The home plate umpire finally goes out there to shoo him away. Cole Mack gets a couple pats on the back from his Apache teammates. So runner at third now after the ball. Greasy at the plate is Brody Hart with the 2 balls and no strike count. There's 2 outs here, and the Indians, the visitors on the scoreboard, have already drawn first blood, and they lead 1-0. So Hart's back in, ready to go. Mack also back atop the hill. He's ready to go. Cole gets the sign. 2-0 pitch coming to Hart. Swung on a high fly ball in the shallow right field. Zane Timbrook comes on, and second baseman Logan Olinger goes out. The 2 almost collide, but Olinger makes the catch for out number 3. Kind of dangerous out there. Officially, it's a F4 on the fly out. But the Indians strike for 1 run in the inning. They do so on a hit. No Apache errors and 1 left on base. After a half inning of play here at Newton High School in Pleasant Hill, Ohio, the Fort Recovery Indians won, and the Fairview Apaches coming to bat.
Tonight's Fairview Apaches regional final broadcast is brought to you by the Coon brothers, Levi and Luke, former Fairview baseball players and lifelong supporters of Apache athletics. They know what it means to wear the black and gold, and they're proud of everything this year's team has accomplished. From Coon Truck and RV, Coon Brothers Service Center, and Crystal Fountain Park, Coon Brothers are proud to support our hometown heroes. Let's go Apaches.
Welcome back to the DeLarber Concrete and Paving scoreboard. 1-0 as the Apache bat. On the hill for Fort Recovery, Alex Garkey. Garkey, 50 to third innings pitched. He's 1-2, has an ERA of 3 4.8. This will be his 12th appearance, 11th game started. He has allowed 37 hits, 31 runs, 25 earned runs. He's walked 46 in those 15 and a third innings, has struck out 59. Defensively, Brody Hart behind the plate for the Indians. Caden Holman at first. Austin Segrist at second. Colson Post at short. Caden Greasy at third. Outfield and left. Gavin Evers, the senior, out there in left. Reese Wendell in center, and Mason Diller is in right. The Apaches, Eli Aaron will lead off and be at short. Shady Fritsch, the freshman, batting second, and he's in left field. Colmack hitting third on the mound. Zane Timbrook hitting fourth in right field. Drayton Grinnell Dennis at first base, hitting fifth. Hitting sixth, Anthony Singer at third base. Gavin Palladino, the DH for Gavin Garza. Jesse Kuhlman batting eighth behind the plate, and batting ninth, Logan Olinger at second, who ended that inning. First pitch to Aaron is fouled back. Aaron, first team all GMC. And as we said during our pregame show by Kuhn Brothers, established a season record for hits, breaking the mark of Jeff Beverly. Breaking ball inside, just missed. Nice breaking ball by the starter, the junior righty, Alex Garkey. Garkey, right-hander, fires. Ground ball is short. Post up with it. Long throw across, a little bit low. Nice scoop over there by the first baseman, Caden Holman, to retire. Elijah Aaron, 6-3 for the first out of the inning. Nice scoop over there by the senior first baseman.
Now batting, number 5,
Caden Holman.
Shady Fritsch.
Shady Fritsch will step in, the freshman, hitting 440. 21 RBIs for Fritsch. Bats from the left side. Squares around the bunt. Perfect bunt, third base side. Greasy up with it. Nice play by Greasy. I didn't think he was going to throw him out. He come in, scooped it up, and fired on the run to just nip Fritsch at first base by half a step. What a play by Greasy. First two plays of the game are pretty good for Fort Recovery. Cole Mack will step in. Mack on the mound, hitting 350, 22 RBIs, 9 steals for Cole. Cole also bats from the left side of the plate. I think Coach Singer has about 7 of his 9 back from the left side. First pitch to Mack is a ball. Greasy gets the ball back, or Garkey gets the ball back. He's ready to go. 1-0 pitch to Mack. He fouls it off. Third base side out of play. 1-0. Fort Recovery with the lead here as the Apaches bat in the bottom of inning number 1. Bases empty, 2 outs for Cole Mack. Garkey winds and fires. Ground ball to third base off the chest of Greasy over to the shortstop. Post scoops it up and throws wild to first base. So Mack's going to reach on the air. Should be actually. Could have been 2 errors on the play had Mack been able to advance to second. Plus just 1 error. It's going to be an error on the third baseman. So Mack on at first with 9 stolen bases. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Zane Timbrook. Timbrook, the senior right fielder, bats where else? From the left side of the plate. First, the home plate umpire asks for time. He's going to come in and talk to the home plate umpire. Not sure if that has to do with the previous play where the ball went to the fence or. Anyways, they resolve that in about 10 seconds. He heads back to the first base umpire position. The home plate umpire slaps on the mask and he's ready to go. Zane Timbrook steps in. 446 for Zane, a homer, 21 RBIs, and 6 stolen bases. First pitch to him is inside. Ball 1. Garkey last pitched last Friday in that 9-inning win, 2-1 win. He pitched 5 2/3 innings, only allowed 1 to hit and struck out 4. Garkey's ready, looks over at Mack at first, comes set. 1-0 pitch coming to Timbrook outside. 2 balls and no strikes to the cleanup hitter, Zane Timbrook. Timbrook steps out for a second, taps to Cleats, gets back in. Garkey looks at the runner, Mack at first. 2-0 pitch coming to Timbrook. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike to Timbrook. Mack with a decent lead over that first, nothing substantial. 2-1 pitch is inside, ball 3 to Zane Timbrook. Drayton Grinnell Dennis awaits on deck for Coach Singer's Apaches. Grinnell Dennis with a huge double last night in the 6th inning. Opposite field off the wall. Mack leads away at first. A little bit larger lead for Cole. 3-1 pitch. That's high, ball 4. Mack goes down to second. Timbrook to first on the walk. That will bring up the junior DH, Drayton Grinnell Dennis, hitting for, or actually first baseman, Drayton Grinnell Dennis. DH is actually Palladino, so Grinnell Dennis, the first baseman, who had a nice play in the bottom of the, or top of the inning, steps in, bats from the left side as well. He's hitting 370, 2 homers, 29 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. First pitch to Grinnell Dennis is a strike called. Apaches with runners at first and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. They trail 1-0 to Fort Recovery. Pitch is outside. Ball and a strike. Car still flowing in here at the ballpark. Garkey fires, swung on and missed. Grinnell Dennis will pitch inside there by Garkey. 1 balls and 2 strikes to Grinnell Dennis. Garkey's ready. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Down goes Grinnell Dennis to end the threat. Apaches threaten. They do not score in the inning for Fairview. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 Apaches left on base. Top of the 2nd inning coming up on your DeLarber Concrete and Hauling scoreboard. Fort Recovery 1, Fairview 0. We'll be back after this time out.
Tonight's Fairview Apaches regional final broadcast is brought to you by the Coon Brothers, Levi and Luke, former Fairview baseball players and lifelong supporters of Apache athletics. They know what it means to wear the black and gold, and they're proud of everything this year's team has accomplished. From Coon Truck and RV, Coon Brothers Service Center, and Crystal Fountain Park, the Coon Brothers are proud to support our hometown heroes. Let's go Apaches. This Fairview Apaches broadcast is proudly sponsored by the Fairview Athletic Boosters, supporting our student athletes every step of the way. From the field to the classroom, we're proud of everything these young men and women achieve. Good luck to the Apaches in tonight's game. Your community is behind you all the way. Go Apaches.
Back to the action on Sonora Rams Sports Live.
Back here, Keith Brown solo tonight. Mr. Logan Bailey unfortunately had to work, so I made the trip up. And thanks everybody for watching and listening here on NWO Sports Radio. For the Fort Recovery Indians, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to face Cole Mack, Caden Holman, Gavin Evers, and Austin Segrest will face Mack in the 1st inning. Mack, a little bit of jitters out there, allowed a run on a hit. Apaches had an error as well. Or no, they didn't actually have an error. That was error on Fairview, my apologies, Fort Recovery. So, but little 1st inning jitters for Cole Mack. Those just joining in, we appreciate that. We'll reset the defense here. Cole Mack on the mound, Jesse Coolin behind the plate, Drayton Grinnell Dennis at first, Logan Olinger at second, Elijah Aaron at short, Anthony Singer at third, Shady Fritsch in left, Gavin Garza in center, Zane Timbrook in right. Caden Holman steps in, 198 on the season with a homer, 20 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases for the senior. He bats from the right side, way up in the batter's box. First pitch to him is high off the glove of Kuhlman to the backstop. Said Mack last pitch against the victory against Wayne Trace. Pitched 6 innings, allowed 2 hits and an earned run. Winds and fires. 1-0 pitch is called a strike to Caden Holman. Evers is on deck for the Indians. Ironically, he said we have a battle of Indians and Apaches in today's world. Good for them. Pitches outside. Ball two balls and a strike. Bases empty. Nobody out here. Top of the second inning. Fort Recovery with a 1-0 lead. 2-1 pitch coming to Holman. Foul tipped into the glove. Strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Holman steps out, adjusts the batting gloves. Steps back in. Oh, he's a little bit back farther in the batter's box now than what he was initially in the first part of his at bat. Matt gets the sign from Kuhlman. Cole winds and fires. Strike 3 call. Mack hit the outside corner, and Holman watched it go by. First out of the inning. First strikeout for Matt. Gavin Evers steps in. The senior left fielder is hitting .230 with 6 RBIs and 10 stolen bases. He is way inside the batter's box, basically on the line, crowding the plate. Swings at the first pitch and skies it to right. Zane Timbrook out there puts it away. That's probably the easiest catch that Timbrook has had in the last 2 days. Heck of a play last night for Timbrook. Basically wound up being the game-winning catch. Bases loaded with 1 out. Came in and dove and stole at least a single run, if not a double, off the board. And they appealed, and they got a double play out of it to win the game in a wild ending. So that's going to bring up Austin Segrist, the senior second baseman, hitting .174 with 4 RBIs and 10 stolen bases. First pitch to him was a ball. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the second, 1-0 Fort Recovery. Mack winds it up and fires. Fouled off first base side. It may hit the nice building over there. The field house. You take the scenic route again today, Aaron? So did I. Yes, me too. 1-1 pitch stays outside. Aaron Gross of the Crescent News talking yesterday. It's like, my goodness gracious. I think they put in scenic tour on our Google Maps because it took us through every nook and cranny to get here. 2-1 pitch is grounded in the hole between Singer and Aaron into left field for a 2-out single by Austin Segrist. Segrist with 10 steals is on at first base. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Colson Post. Post, the junior shortstop, hitting .277, 13 RBI and 3 stolen bases. .285 is the team batting average for Fort Recovery. They're averaging 7.5 runs a game. Segrist leads away from first. Post, a left-handed batter, digs in. Mack's first pitch is a little bit high. Ball 1. Top of inning number 2 here at Newton High School. 1-0 Fort Recovery. Post digs in. He's ready. Pitched by Mack. Just missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Mack looks at the runner at first. Segrist comes to the plate. Pitch catches the outside corner. Looked to be in the same spot the previous pitch was. This time, Mack got the call. It's 2 balls and a strike to the number 9 hitter, Colson Post. Mack checks the runner at first, checks again, gets the sign from Kuhlman, fires to the plate. High and away. There goes the runner. Throw down by Kuhlman a bit high. Still, they got him. It looked like the runner, Austin Segrist, when he slid in turf infield here, he kind of stopped. So his progress was stopped a little bit when he tried to reach out for the bag. Looked like he lost 50% of his momentum. So Jesse Kuhlman fires out Segrist trying to steal. So that's a caught stealing. And Post will be up with a new count to start the third inning comes to bat. But in the inning, for Fort Recovery, no runs, no hits, no errors, and with the caught stealing, nobody left. After an inning and a half here at Newton High School in Pleasant Hill, Ohio, it is Fort Recovery 1 and the Fairview Apaches 0. We'll be back right after this time out.
DeLarber Concrete and Hauling is your go-to provider for concrete and hauling needs. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, and patios. Hauling services for stone, mulch, and dirt. Call Josh for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. A special shout out to Dan Hash for sponsoring this broadcast, a strong supporter of Fairview baseball. Go Apaches! Craving a cool treat or a hot bite? Head to Apache Dairy Bar in Sherwood, Ohio. From soft serve ice cream and sundaes to burgers, chili dogs, tacos, and more. There's something for everyone. Swing by for outdoor seating or curbside pickup. Apache Dairy Bar, where every bite hits the spot. Located in Sherwood, Ohio on Route US 1 today at 419-992-4444.
Thanks to Mr. Dan Hash. Can't say enough nice things about Dan. He came up here and talked about 20 minutes before the game. Super nice guy and does a great job on the GMC website. 6, 7, and 8 for the Apaches. Singer, Palladino, and Kuhlman to face Alex Garkey. Garkey's first pitch to Singer, a little bit high. Ball one for the freshman third baseman, Anthony Singer. 420 on the season with a homer, 34 RBIs, which ties the team lead with Elijah Aaron, and a stolen bases for Anthony. He swings and hits a little soft liner to second baseman Austin Seagrass, who puts it away for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the number 7 hitter, the DH Gavin Palladino. Palladino batting for the center fielder Gavin Garza. Palladino 360 on the season with 17 RBIs and 4 stolen bases. First pitch to him is up and in for a ball. 1-0 Fort Recovery here in the bottom of inning number 2. Garkey winds and fires a little bit low. Ball 2. Singer, first team all GMC as a freshman, has a very bright future. Was the last at bat though. Gavin Palladino hits a foul third base side out of play. You'll see Kuhlman awaits on deck for Fairview. But Palladino started the Fairview rally yesterday with an opposite field double off the wall. That would have been a home run in any ballpark in Northwest Ohio, probably even at Defiance High School, even Defiance College. 2-1 pitch coming to Palladino. It's a little bit high. 3 balls and no strikes to the junior, Gavin Palladino. Garkey's walked 46 and 15 1/3 innings on the season. 3-1 pitch coming. Tapped foul at the plate. Count goes full now to Palladino, 3-2. Bases empty, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Apaches trail by 1. Garkey 1-2 on a season with an ERA of 3.48. Averaged just over a strikeout an inning and almost just under a walk an inning as well for Garkey. Payoff pitch to Palladino way inside, and it hit him in the ankle. So Palladino with a 1-out hit by pitch heads down the first base. Appears to be all right. A little weary sometimes when you get hit that low. It hits you in that ankle bone down there. It's enough to bring tears to your eyes.
Number 10, Jesse.
4 stolen bases for Palladino, who's on at first base. A number 8 hitter, catcher, senior Jesse Kuhlman steps in. Kuhlman bats from the right side, hitting .310 with 18 RBI and 13 steals. Kuhlman way up in the front of the box for the Apaches. First pitch to him, catches the outside corner for a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Fort Recovery. The Apaches, no runs. Fairview's looking for their first hit, and they have not committed an error. Garkey's pitch coming to Kuhlman right down the middle of the plate for a strike. Kuhlman is falling behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Palladino with a decent lead over there at first base. He's inching away. 0-2 pitch coming to Kuhlman. Fouled back. Count stays, no balls and 2 strikes. Said the crowd keeps filing in here all the way down the right field line and around it for Fort Recovery, and the Apaches pretty much the same. Garkey comes set. 0-2 pitch to Coolman. He fouls this one off back towards the field house. So Coolman stays alive. No balls and 2 strikes. Heck of a come from behind win by Fairview, trailing 4-1 in the 6th inning a night ago. 0-2 pitch to Coolman. Little tapper third base side foul to the on deck circle, or there by Logan Olinger. Olinger scoops it up and tosses it back in play. Coolman was honorable mention all GMC. Came out last week, I believe. Several district honors as well have been released in the last day. But Coolman was honorable mention all GMC. 0-2 pitch coming from Garkey to Coolman. He grounds it to third. Freezy to second for the force out. They dropped the ball. It's going to be another error. Routine ground ball to Greasy. He fired over to second to Segrest, and the ball just popped out of his glove. So the Apaches, Palladino on at second, and now Coolman on at first on the error. It's going to be an error on the second baseman. He basically just dropped it. Bring up Logan Olinger now. Olinger steps in with 2 on and 1 out. Olinger, 295 on the season. Is an 8 stolen bases. He bats